Hi guys, my name is Tunde and you're watching the Nigerian Benz Lover YouTube channel. And well, today I'm going to be talking about the G-Wagon, but I'm not going to do a review because people have done quite a number of reviews on the G-Wagon already. But instead, I'm going to tell you about we're going to talk about a few things. Yeah, I didn't count, but a few things that you probably didn't know about the G-Wagon, and they're not really common things. So just stick around and let's get to it. But the first thing is actually with the key. Yeah, can you see it? So now this is the regular G-Wagon key. As you can see, there is no but it looks normal. It looks like the average G-Wagon key, like the average Mercedes key, right? But next to it is the key to a GLE, yeah, a GLE 43, I believe, and you can see the G-Wagon. Have you noticed any difference? Well, the G-Wagon key doesn't come with the what's it called, the trunk release, the trunk opener. Why? Because, well, the G-Wagon is kind of old school and the doors open sideways. It's practically a big door, like it's like a house door, so it doesn't make sense having a trunk opener on it. And another thing you should I should also mention is that this is the European spec G-Wagon, right? So the European spec G-Wagons or Mercedes-Benz models, actually, they don't come with panic buttons. I don't know why. So this is a US spec Mercedes-Benz, and you can see it has the panic button next to it, while the European spec doesn't have any of that. I hope I've not confused you once again, but you get what I mean. It's 2021 and all modern cars come with keyless entry, self-closing soft close doors, what else, buttons, codes and all that you can use to unlock the car from the outside. But like I said, this is 2021 and the G-Wagon still comes with the old school door handle and door, like the old school door handle, door shut sound and all that. And many people used to ask, they feel why, and it goes back, as far back as the 70s, like I mentioned earlier. Mercedes-Benz decided to preserve that iconic door shutting sound, right? Because a lot of past owners actually loved it. That was what made the G-Wagon kind of special. The G-Wagon is in its own class in the Mercedes-Benz vehicle lineup, and in a bit to preserve that iconic door shutting sound, they had to make do without the keyless entry. You can start the car without the key, the push to start and all that, but you can't walk up to the car like in the S-Class or the GLEs and all modern day Mercedes-Benz. You can't walk up to them and just open the door. In the G-Wagon, you have to pull out the key, unlock, and then bam. Now let's listen to that door open and close. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Just has this clunk. I don't really know what to use to describe or to compare it to, but it's amazing. And another thing you should note about the G-Wagon is the bigger backseat space, right? So it's actually more spacious in the back now. Okay. So the older G-Wagon wasn't that spacious. The G-Wagon has been built on the same platform since as far back as the 70s, so it's kind of difficult upgrading a car, adding modern features into it and still trying to maintain that the space and all those boxiness. Look at the size of these doors, right? They're so light anyway. So in the older G-Wagon, a lot of customers usually complained about the back seats. I've met with a lot of owners that said they couldn't really stay in the back seats on long journeys because it was too upright, and then there wasn't much space for them to just relax, all that kind of stuff. But in the new one, it's actually more spacious. The seats can actually recline. There's supposed to be a lever here. There's a lever here that you can pull to just recline the seats and all that, and it's actually pretty spacious. This is the seat position where where I would sit in the front, right? And you can see me here. I'm sitting normally. I'm quite comfortable and it's okay. It's nice, and that's a big upgrade, because I know the majority of people that will buy the G-Wagon are high-end clients, top of high net worth individuals, and I'm sure a big back seat would be very important for them. So if you're considering buying a G-Wagon, maybe upgrading from your older G-Wagon and all that, then bam, the back seats are, you know, bigger, and I believe heated seats are an option, like a standard on this newer model. So I mean, I'm in Nigeria, so I don't need heated seats. Can't even afford them. Now let's talk about power figures. Yeah, so this G63 is producing around 517 horsepower, well over 500 horsepower. Yeah, and it uses a twin turbo 4-liter V8. Now that's no slouch. But if you're not into power, you just want a normal G-Wagon, then you can always get the G550, right? And that produces around 416 horsepower. It also uses a 4-liter V8, but you know, it's not tuned to performance like this one. Yeah, and this G-Wagon now, the G63, would do a 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. Now I'm sure you can do more than that, depending on, you know, road conditions, tires, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's really impressive. So now I know there are people watching this video thinking I'm not all about performance. Okay, this guy can easily, or would easily, tow 3 tons, right? That's an S-Class. Okay, the S-Class is not 3 tons, but it can actually tow another G-Wagon, right? And that's really impressive. So you can tow 3 tons or 7,000 pounds, and that's a lot. That's really impressive. And it's very nice to know that, okay, it's not just an ordinary performance SUV, it's also something that can be utilitarian. So you can tow your other G-Wagon or your other heavy car or whatever it is you want to tow easily without having any gearbox issue or engine, you know, stress and whatnot. So that's quite impressive. I'm very sure you all know this already, right? G-Wagon is a gas guzzler. Yes. This is a gas guzzler.
디스커스팅한 냄새가 나요.
Upon all this gas guzzling, it only has a 100-liter fuel tank. I don't know why, but it has a 100-liter fuel tank. I'm guessing because of the body size and all that. And it also weighs over 2.4 tons, right? Roughly 2.5 tons. And here the crazy parts, right? This G-Wagon at 2.4 tons, yeah, is 170 kilograms lighter than the older model. Yeah, so if your pocket is not ready for, you know, the daily visit to the filling station, then please avoid. Don't even dream of it. Speaking of off-roading, the G-Wagon is actually a very impressive off-roader. Like, it's up there with like some of the best production off-roading SUVs in the world, right? Next to the Land Cruisers, the Land Rover Defenders, and the likes. And you know, this is more like a luxury off-roader that would most likely never ever taste off-road adventures, apart from, you know, crazy people like the Russians. I see you guys. And you know, like, this guy comes with locking differentials, right? Like, it's amazing. Like, you can lock the front wheels and the front diff. Let me not say what I don't really know, but like, all I'm saying is, if you are going off-road and you're in a pickle, this guy can get you out of anywhere. And if you even look at the bottom door seal, like the door jamb, you will see a plaque there, right? Shockwell approved. And there's this thing where like all G-Wagons are able to drive up Mount Shockwell. Is this Coco? I don't know, but it's capable of driving up a hill, mountain, whatever it is, and that's really impressive, you know. Like, and there are so many videos online of the G-Wagon going through off-road courses, easily wading through water. Like, it can wade through water easily. Like, all these are floods that we go through and all that is nothing for the G-Wagon, because it's designed to wade through as much as 2 feet of water, right? Like, it has primary air intakes behind the headlamps, but like it still has at the top there. So like, how will I put it, this guy is ready for anything, and if you have the bar for it, go for it. You've seen the flaws that are happening now, global warming, climate change. I think having an SUV is one of the next ways to help your commute. Honestly, I know what I faced in the flood a few weeks ago. What makes the G-Wagon an awesome off-roader again is that it has, or it comes with, or it uses a ladder frame chassis. Yeah, so that gives it like, how will I put it, all proper off-roaders make use of a ladder frame chassis. You know, the ladder frame chassis is old school. It's, you know, it's cumbersome, it's heavy, and it's not really great for like proper on-road manners. But for any vehicle that comes with a ladder frame chassis, it's always perfect off-road. Like, it's great because you have that higher ground clearance. It's amazing. Let's put it like that. The G-Wagon, the Land Cruiser, the Land Rover Defender, and some of these old school SUVs. Do your research, you get what I'm talking about. Oh, and let's not forget the exhaust notes, right? So the G-Wagon has like the AMG Wagon has a very distinct exhaust note. You know, it's not like the normal AMGs. It's quite not talking. Let me start the car. So you guys might not know this, but there's a 4-cylinder variant of the G-Wagon. Remember I mentioned that the G-Wagon had a V8, you know, the standard Mercedes V8 and the AMG V8. Well, in China, there's also the G350, right? I mean, we've always had the G350 in the older models and all that, but you know, we would expect it to have like the 3-liter diesel V6. Yeah, we usually have the G350 CDI, G320 CDI in the early 2000s, but in China we have the turbocharged 4-cylinder model. I'm sure maybe you could special order that and all that, but like, you know, there's a G-Wagon with a 4-cylinder engine, a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. I believe it's turbocharged, but that's quite impressive. Yeah. Then another thing that we should also note, you know, the world is going electric. All brands are pushing for the electric you know, revolution. Everyone is making electric cars. We have the EQS, we have the EQC, and I believe we also have the EQA. Yeah, but an EQG is actually on the way, right? There's going to be an electric G-Wagon. I posted it on IG before. Here's a picture, and it's quite impressive. Mixed feelings. People say it's not really that attractive, people say it's weird, but I think it's going to be cool. An electric G-Wagon, like, that might take it to a whole new level, you know, in terms of like off-roading. But you know, it's a box, so it's not really going to be what's the word, efficient aerodynamically. So that's one to watch out for. And then the big news is, I mean, I'm sure by the time you're watching this or whenever you're watching this, it's probably out already, because there are spy shots of a G500 4x4, like the 4x4 square, 4x4 square. Yeah, you get what I mean, the lifted G-Wagon, and there have been spy shots of it going all around, you know, like test mules or like, you know, with camouflage and all that. And that's going to be awesome to see, you know, with the new design, lifted kits, like a proper full-on go anywhere vehicle. And yeah, that would be really great to see. So that's all for today. I'm sure I missed some things. Just let me know in the comments. I'll also be doing a before you buy what's it called, like segments for the YouTube channel. So like before you buy a certain car, anyway, Mercedes, before you buy a certain Mercedes, what you should look out for, what you should know about it before jumping into it, you know. So that will be there. And I want to give a special thanks to Mayfair Autos. You know, like without them I won't be able to get, you know, G-Wagons and all that. And more reviews to come in from time to time. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment, like, and see you in the next one.